Ever wondered where the spookiness of Halloween originated from? Let's peel back the layers of time and delve into the intriguing origins of this beloved yet eerie celebration. Our journey begins around 2,000 years ago with the ancient Celts. These folks celebrated their new year on November 1st, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the cold, dark winter. This was a time associated with death, and they believed that on the eve of their new year, the boundary between the living and the dead blurred. This festival, known as Samhain, was their way of warding off ghosts and spirits. Now, fast forward a few centuries to the early days of the Christian Church. The Church, in an attempt to replace the pagan festival of Samhain, Christianized it into a day to honor all saints and martyrs. This day was known as All Hallows' Day, and the evening before it, once the frightful festival of Samhain, became All Hallows' Eve. Yes, you guessed it. That's where the term Halloween comes from. So Halloween, as we know it, began as a blend of an ancient Celtic festival and a Christian holy day. But it's about to take another twist. Around the 12th century, a tradition called souling began to emerge. On All Hallows' Eve, people would go door to door, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for soul cakes. This custom, many believe, is the precursor to our modern-day trick-or-treating. So, the roots of Halloween are a fascinating blend of pagan festivals and Christian traditions. But how did it become the event we know today? Stay tuned to find out. How did a European festival end up being so popular in North America? Well, it's quite a tale. Picture this, it's the 19th century, and a wave of Irish and Scottish immigrants are making their way across the Atlantic, packed onto ships, leaving behind their homes for a new life in North America. But they didn't just bring their hopes and dreams. Nestled in their hearts were the traditions and customs of their homelands, including the celebration of Halloween. Now, imagine a new world, a melting pot of cultures, where these immigrants began to introduce their customs. Halloween soon took root. The traditions of All Hallows' Eve, the carved pumpkins, the costumes began to intertwine with the fabric of North American culture. From the East Coast to the West, the celebration of Halloween began to spread, growing in popularity, evolving and adapting to its new environment. And it didn't stop there. Just as the immigrants had crossed the Atlantic, Halloween crossed borders and seas, making its way into other countries, carried by the influence of American culture. So the spread of Halloween around the globe can be attributed to the movements of people. But what about the traditions? Ever wondered why we carve pumpkins and dress up in costumes on Halloween? Well, let's dive into the past to uncover the origins of these fascinating customs. The wide array of Halloween activities we know and love today, like trick-or-treating, costume parties, pumpkin carving and watching horror films, didn't just spring up overnight. They are the result of various customs evolving over centuries. Take trick-or-treating, for instance. This popular Halloween practice can be traced back to a medieval custom known as souling. During All Hallowtide, people would bake and share soul cakes, a tasty treat meant to honor the souls in purgatory. This tradition of giving was later morphed into the concept of trick-or-treating that we see today. Next, let's talk about the iconic jack-o'-lanterns. The practice of carving pumpkins, or more historically accurate, turnips, comes from an old Irish folklore about a man named Stingy Jack. The tale goes that Jack tricked the devil, and as punishment he was doomed to wander the earth with only a hollowed-out turnip to light his way. Immigrants brought this legend to America, where pumpkins native to the continent became the new preferred carving canvas. Finally, we come to the wearing of costumes. This tradition could have originated from the belief that vengeful spirits roamed the earth on All Hallows' Eve. People started dressing up to confuse these spirits, eventually leading to the vibrant array of costumes we see today. In the Middle Ages, poorer churches that couldn't afford relics would let parishioners dress up as saints, adding another layer to the custom of wearing costumes. These traditions have all added to the unique charm of Halloween. It's not just about the spookiness, It's about the history behind it. So, how do we celebrate Halloween today, and why do we do it? In the modern world, Halloween has morphed into a celebration that is as diverse as the autumn leaves carpeting the ground. It's a time of fun, community, and creativity, yet it also serves as a poignant reminder of those who have passed on. Our Halloween festivities are a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of ancient customs and contemporary traditions. The heart of Halloween is still beating strong with its Celtic roots, reflected in the carving of pumpkins, a nod to the hollowed-out turnips once carried by solars. These glowing jack-o'-lanterns, with their flickering candlelight, are a beacon in the dark, warding off any lurking malevolent spirits. Dressing in costumes, another beloved modern-day Halloween tradition, also has historical roots. It harkens back to when parishioners would dress up as saints and to the medieval belief that vengeful ghosts roamed on All Hallows' Eve. Today, it's a chance for everyone, kids and adults alike, to step into the shoes of their favorite characters, be they superheroes, mythical creatures, or pop culture icons. The tradition of trick-or-treating, a favorite of children across the globe, has its origins in the custom of souling. This involves sharing soul cakes in exchange for prayers for the departed. Today, it's a fun-filled activity that fills bags with candy and hearts with joy. Halloween is not just about the spooky and the sweet. It also carries a profound spiritual significance. It marks the beginning of All Hallowtide, a time dedicated to honoring the saints and praying for the departed souls. Some light candles at graves or in their homes, illuminating the path for these souls, a practice that resonates with the ancient Samhain tradition of lighting bonfires to guide the spirits. In essence, Halloween today is a fascinating blend of the old and the new, the sacred and the secular. It's a celebration of community, creativity and remembrance, a time when we can embrace the mysteries of the unknown and the joy of togetherness. Halloween today is a fusion of ancient customs and modern traditions, a unique celebration that continues to evolve. So that's the story of Halloween, from ancient Celtic festivals to modern-day celebrations. We've traveled through time from the harvest rites of Samhain and the Christianization of All Hallows Day across the Atlantic with Irish and Scottish immigrants to the evolution of customs like trick-or-treating, donning costumes and carving pumpkins. Today, Halloween is celebrated far and wide, its roots intertwined with both Christian and secular traditions. If you've enjoyed this journey into the past, and you're keen on exploring more intriguing facts and curiosities, why not join our community? By liking and following our channel, Brain Outside the Box, you'll be the first to uncover unknown facts and random curiosities that we dig up from the corners of the internet. What do you think about the origins and curiosities of Halloween? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Brain Outside the Box for more fascinating insights.